A new challenge mandated by state law. The challenge is to reduce the amount of solid waste disposed in landfills by implementing a recycling program. The average person in the United States throws away about 6 pounds of solid waste each day and 200 bottles a year. During this year, Americans will generate enough solid waste to cover the 43,600 miles of interstate highways 7 inches deep. We throw away enough aluminum to rebuild our entire commercial air fleet every 3 months. In Florida, we will produce an estimated 15 million tons of solid waste, which is equivalent to 2,739 miles of 2-inch pavement. In Volusia County, enough waste will be generated this year to fill the Ocean Center 7 times. The average person in Volusia County throws away about 7 pounds of garbage daily, which is more than the U.S. average. In Daytona Beach alone, almost 454,000 pounds of garbage is thrown away each day, which is equivalent to the weight of about 181 cars. It's estimated that 38% of this waste is potentially recoverable for recycling. The large amount of garbage has created a need for additional landfill space. Even if the amount generated today remains constant, by 1997, Florida will need to increase its landfill capacity by an additional 64,000 acres. In 7 years, 1/3 of Florida's current landfill sites are expected to be closed due to being filled up or having problems meeting federal standards. Providing additional landfill space is expensive. To meet current federal standards, each acre of new landfill can cost as high as $200,000 an acre, compared with $25,000 an acre in the past. To address the problem of inadequate landfill space, the Florida legislature passed the 1988 Solid Waste Management Act, which requires a 30% reduction in Florida's solid waste by December 31st, 1994. Each city and county is required to establish recycling programs that reduce the amount of solid waste being placed in landfills. Recycling involves breaking down used materials into new forms of raw materials and using them over and over again. For example, old newspapers can be recycled into new paper. Aluminum cans can be recycled into new aluminum products. Recycling benefits us in many ways. 1 ton of recycled paper saves 3 cubic yards of landfill space. Each ton of recycled paper saves 17 trees. Manufacturing paper from used paper instead of trees produces 60% less water and air pollution. Half as much water is required to make paper from recycled paper than is needed to make paper from trees. Producing paper from waste paper uses up to 64% less energy than paper produced from trees. For every ton of paper recycled, the equivalent of almost 3 barrels of oil is saved. Every ton of recycled glass saves 9 gallons of fuel oil. Every recycled aluminum can saves 95% of the energy needed to produce a new one. The energy to create 1 new aluminum can is equivalent to 20 recycled cans. To meet the requirements of state law and achieve the benefits of recycling, the Daytona Beach City Commission has authorized a new residential recycling program with curbside pickup of newspapers, glass, and aluminum beverage cans. Daytona Beach has put together an outstanding team to carry out the recycling program. Industrial Waste Service Incorporated, IWS, will be working with the city's Public Works Department using the latest equipment, including trucks containing 5 separate bins that release their contents automatically at the recycling disposition point. The program will start with individual homes, then later on, businesses and apartments will be made a part of the program. The cost of the bins, plus educational, administrative, and evaluation costs are being paid for from state grants. An additional $2 a month, which is equivalent to the cost of 1 Coke a week, will be added to your garbage bill to pay for the cost of collecting, sorting, and delivery of the recyclable items. The items will be taken to the firms that give the best prices for them. Revenues generated from the program will be placed back into beautification projects in Daytona Beach, such as this one at the west end of the Broadway Bridge. The new recycling service will start in early January of 1990. Each household will be given a forest green recycling bin during the month prior to the start of the program. All you need to do is to set out your recycling bin at the curb by 6 a.m. on your assigned recycling day, which will be one of your 2 regular garbage days each week, or the Wednesday trash day. The recycling bin will be picked up at a different time of day than your regular garbage or trash. This map shows the different service zones of the city and the day of the week that recycling will take place in your area. The new program is designed to make recycling as easy as possible. The items to be recycled can be placed in one bin without any sorting. Please place the newspapers at the bottom of the bin so that they will remain secure until pickup and not be blown away. Also, please remove lids and neck rings from the glass containers. Paper labels do not need to be removed. Aluminum beverage cans can easily be identified because they have aluminum or please recycle printed on them. Please do not place tin cans in the recycling bin. If you do not have a full bin, please wait until it is full before you place it at the curb. If an item is not acceptable for recycling, we will place it back in the bin with a notice that the item is not recyclable. As you can see, we'll need your help to make this program a success and meet the requirements of state law. A special recycling hotline has been installed to assist you in doing your part. Now we'll try to answer questions that you may have, such as,
what happens if my bin is stolen?
Just call the Public Works Department or the Special Recycling Hotline, 252-8158, or at 258-3172, and a new bin will be provided to you. First-time replacements of bins will be made free of charge. However, the city may bill the customer for subsequent replacements at cost.
I understand the need to recycle, but why are we being charged $2 a month when the items are resold?
The pickup, sorting, and delivery of recycling items requires major expenditures for 3 trucks and a staff that visits 16,800 households each week. Resale of items does not generate enough money to offset these costs. In addition, the private market for recyclable items is uncertain from day to day.
Again, what are the items that are to be placed in the container?
Newspapers, glass bottles or jars, and aluminum beverage cans.
Can I place plastic bags or diapers in the bin?
No. Recycling is limited to newspapers, glass, and aluminum beverage cans.
What should I do if I have more recyclable items than I can fit into my green bin?
Just place these extra items in brown paper bags and place the bags next to your green container. Please separate the bags from your regular garbage items so that they will not be mistaken for regular garbage.
Can I put broken glass into my bin?
If a bottle or jar breaks after you put it inside the box, you may leave it there. However, please do not deliberately place broken glass in the bin because it may cause one of our crew members to be injured.
Would it be all right to put window panes and mirrors in my green bin?
No, because they contain lead and will not be accepted by recycling companies for resale.
Would it be acceptable to put medicine bottles in my green bin?
Yes, but they should be rinsed thoroughly.
What about putting aerosol cans in my green bin?
No, please don't. Aerosol cans are highly explosive and are treated as a hazardous waste.
Do you offer a special pickup service for the handicapped?
Yes, just call the Daytona Beach Public Works Department or IWS and we will sign you up.
To save space in my green bin, can I flatten the aluminum cans?
Yes, you may. If you have any more questions, please ask them after this presentation or call the friendly people at the Daytona Beach Public Works Department, 252-8158 or 258-3172 or at IWS 253-5678. The Daytona Beach Recycling Program is an opportunity for you to make your city an even better place to live. As you can see, the success of the program depends on you. With your help, we can meet the challenge presented by state law, while at the same time improving the environment and making our city even more beautiful.